Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Smart Studies. I'm back again with a beautiful short story, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. O. Henry was the pen name of William Sidney Potter, and today we regard him as one of the great short story writers of America of the 19th century. Okay, so let's come to the story. This is a story of two friends, Sue and Johnsy. They had a studio at the top of a three-story brick building. Both of them had deep interest in art. It was in the month of November when a dangerous disease pneumonia spread there at a rapid speed, and Johnsy became seriously ill with the same disease. She used to lay on her bed all day and look through the small window at the blank side of the opposite brick house, meaning she was not doing anything at this time, only laying on her bed and looking through the small window at the opposite house. Doctor examined her thoroughly and he said to Sue, "Your little lady has made up her mind that she was not going to get well. Has she anything on her mind?" In these lines by little lady, doctor is talking about Johnsy. Sue replied to him that Johnsy wanted to paint the Bay of Naples someday. The doctor again asked her if there is a man in her mind, but Sue replied in negative. Then the doctor said that her condition is just because of some weakness and nothing more. After that, she heard that Johnsy was counting something. Her eyes were wide open and she was looking out of the window. Then Sue also looked out of the window and tried to find what she was counting. 20 feet away, there was only a brick house in an open yard. There was also an old ivy vine that was dry at the root and climbing up the brick house wall. When she asked Chauncey about her counting, she replied to her, "Six. They are falling faster now. 3 days ago, there were almost 100. It made my head ache to count them, but now it is easy. There goes another one. There are only 5 left now." Sue again asked her, and she replied, "Leaves on the ivy vine. When the last one falls, I must go too. I have known that for 3 days. Did not the doctor tell you?" Sue thought that her friend Johnsy was talking nonsense and informed her that old ivy leaves had nothing to do with her recovery. Calling her a naughty girl, she asked her not to be foolish because the doctor had only said about her early recovery and nothing more. But Johnsy kept her eyes fixed at the window. She repeated, "There goes another one. I want to see the last one fall before it gets dark. Then I will go too." Sue requested her to keep her eyes closed and not to look out of the window. Though Johnsy shut her eyes, yet she waited to see the last leaf fall down because she was tired of waiting and thinking. Sue requested her to try to sleep till she called Behrman. Old Behrman was a painter who used to live on the ground floor in the same building. His age was more than 60 years and he had done the work of art and painting for 40 years, but he was a failure. He had a strong desire to paint a masterpiece, but he had never started it. Sue informed him about Johnsy that she feared to die with the last leaf falling. Hearing this, old Behrman laughed, called her foolish, and refused to help her. She was angry at him. Then both Sue and Behrman went upstairs. Both of them looked out of the window fearfully at the ivy vine. Then they looked at each other for a moment without speaking. It was very cold and the rain was falling mixed with snow. Behrman left at this time. When Sue awoke after an hour's sleep the next morning, she found Johnsy with wide open eyes looking at the window. She ordered Sue to pull up the curtains. In spite of heavy rain and the snowy storm, the last leaf still remained on the ivy vine. Then Johnsy said, "It is the last one. I thought it would surely fall during the night. I heard the wind. It will fall today, and I shall die at the same time." Sue prayed to her that she should not think about all these things and take care of herself. The rainy and windy night passed, but the ivy leaf was still there. Johnsy looked at it and called Sue and said that it was a sin to want to die. "Someday I hope to paint the Bay of Naples." The doctor came in the afternoon and told Sue that there were chances of Johnsy's recovery. He informed her about Behrman's illness due to the severe attack of pneumonia. There was no hope for his survival, yet he was being taken to the hospital. The next day, the doctor informed Sue that Johnsy was then fully out of the danger. Sue informed Johnsy that Behrman had died in the hospital only after 2 days' illness. He was found crying with pain in the morning of the first day. His shoes and clothes were wet and icy cold. No one knew where he had been on that night. They also found a lantern, some brushes with some mixed colors, and a ladder. The last ivy leaf was still present on the vine. It never moved when the wind blew. Behrman had painted his masterpiece leaf on the same night when the last leaf had fallen from the ivy vine. It shows the supreme sacrifice of the artist. And that's how this beautiful short story ends. Okay guys, that's it for today's video from my side. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you do so, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We will meet super soon with a brand new video. Till then, take care. Bye.